So, full disclosure, I have not watched more than 5 minutes of this season of Roni, but Candace Dillard Bassett posted that clip that you just watched with no comment on Twitter, and I watched it and read the comments and said, I have to make a video about this because so many people in the comments got this wrong. So, first thing, Bryn is black. Whether you want her to be, you don't want her to be, whether she looks like she is, she looks like she's not. She is black. What we know about race is that it's a social construct. And in America, if you have one black parent, you're black. That's just what it is. Um, as far as her identifying as black, obviously I don't know Bryn. So I kind of have to take her on her word at that. What I will say is that watching the first season of Roni, it didn't seem like she identifies as a black woman, but if she says it, I have to take her on her word at that. So one thing I also wanted to say about this is, and there's an amazing black woman that has a TikTok about this. I'm sorry, Queen, I don't remember your name, and I don't think I bookmarked the TikTok, but what she talked about is, and I think the phrase that she used is foundational parent. I could be wrong. She could have used a different phrase, but what she said is that your mother is your foundation, is typically the foundational parent, meaning your mother is where you get your sense of identity from, your sense of self from, the one who teaches you traditions, the one who teaches you, how to take care of yourself, how to groom yourself, all these different things. So when we as black people talk about that, we can tell when a biracial person has a white mother, that's what we're referring to, because Bryn has a white mother, was raised by her white grandmother. So she was raised around basically all white family members. She was taught, the traditions that white people have. Now, by contrast, to stay within the Bravo universe, Ashley Darby is also biracial, but her mother is black. She was raised by her black mother. So she was raised that she's black. She was raised around black family members. She was raised immersed in black culture and black traditions. So the way that Bryn and Ashley conduct themselves is going to be completely different. And so that is what we're referring to when we talk about those things. And also to add, Ashley, even though Ashley got that colorism conversation completely wrong, for the most part, people don't say, oh, Ashley is white. But in Candace's comments, I saw several people, her replies, I should say, I saw several people say that Bryn is white, even though she's not. And that's because of the different ways that they conduct themselves. Now, I did see a comment about Bryn passing. And here's the thing on that. As a technical matter, if Bryn is going to say on an international television show that she has a black father and she identifies as a black woman, she is not passing. However, in real life, many people that walk past Bryn on the street, who don't know who she is, who don't know that she's on this show, who don't know her history, are going to think that she's white. When I first saw her on the show, I thought she was white. So is she passing? Yes and no. Okay, so now into the comment that Bryn made. So the comment that she made is what she is basically telling Uba is that you've got this rich, successful white man that you're in a relationship with. And if you want him to marry you, you need to conduct yourself in a manner that is going to be pleasing to white society and make sure that white people are comfortable around you. That's what she was saying. And so I saw somebody in Candace's comments say that she weaponized blackness. She didn't weaponize blackness in this instance. She weaponized a stereotype about black women against a black woman. That's what she did. And I think also part of it is that, as we know from watching the show, Bryn has also dated rich white men. And what it seems to me is that she feels that she is more worthy of dating and marrying a rich white man than Uba is because of what she looks like and how she conducts herself. So I think that Bryn has a lot of internalized, I'm looking at my notes, that's what I'm looking at, has a lot of internalized anti-blackness. And I think she's got a lot to deal with as far as her identity, because not only was she socialized in anti-blackness, the way all of us are, but she had to deal with that in her own household because she was raised by a white grandmother. Now, as far as Uba's response, I think Uba's response could have been better. I absolutely understand where she was coming from, saying she's had a great experience as a Black woman. I've had a great experience as a Black woman, love being a Black woman, wouldn't want to be anything else. But implied in what she said is that she's never been on the receiving end of racism. And I know that that's not true. And not only has she been on the receiving end of racism, she's been on the receiving end of colorism. And I know she has because she's in the modeling industry. So I wish, after she made that joke about getting everything free, that she had kind of come back and cleared that up and said, my experience is different from yours, Bren, because of how we look. And I appreciate you acknowledging that because it's the truth. So that's everything that I have. You can ask me questions in the comments. I may respond, I may not. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk if you made it this far, and have a good day.